This video footage shows the scenes on Saturday at the Al-Shakush food distribution site in Rafah, run by the notorious Gaza Humanitarian Foundation. Israeli soldiers are firing close to a large crowd of people outside the site, trying to enter into the long queue to reach where the food is handed out. The panic is visible, so is the utter desperation. The food runs out before most of the crowd are able to get anything to eat for themselves or their families. And by the end of every day like this, dozens end up dead or wounded. Many return empty-handed. Torn between being glad they escaped death and being sad they couldn't secure a desperately needed portion of food, the lack of which, after Israel's months-long blockade, has caused widespread malnutrition in the Strip.
It's been a disaster on all fronts of what's happening in Gaza, and one can only wonder at what the strategy is here by the Israelis. I can say that any tactical gains that the Israelis have made militarily in Gaza are being erased by what we're seeing on a daily basis and are highly counterproductive. Look, the essence of effective counterinsurgency is to win the hearts and minds of the population, and we see day after day that's not what's happening, and that's not what the Israelis are even attempting. So it's head-scratching, to say the least.
More than 830 Palestinians have been killed trying to get food since the GHF began operating in May. Meanwhile, the Israeli army continues to bomb Gaza from north to south. It has bombed and blown up the Saudi neighborhood in Rafah, south of the Gaza Strip. In Al-Nusayrat, the Israeli army bombed a water truck and killed its driver. Gaza's health authorities say several dozen people were killed on Monday. Intense fighting took place in Khan Yunis to the south and in the northeastern refugee camp of Shuja'iyya. That's where Israel says several of its soldiers were killed and many others wounded in an ambush mounted by the Al-Qassam brigades, the military wing of Hamas. Israeli sources say the army activated the so-called Hannibal Directive to abort an attempt by Hamas to capture one of its soldiers. Israeli army helicopters were seen operating in the area. Since early last month, Hamas and Islamic Jihad fighters have increased their attacks on Israeli forces. These have led to the death of more than 30 Israeli soldiers in just 6 weeks. Mohamed, Vall, Al Jazeera.
Make sure to subscribe to our channel to get the latest news from Al Jazeera.